Rather than give up even though he was pinned in and police had guns drawn, the driver tried to get away by accelerating over one police car and into another.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week has been popping off for crazy news stories. I keep finding bangers left and right, but so far none of them have really hit that close to home. Every story I've covered so far has been based out of the US for the most part, but today I'm sticking to my roots, guys. I'm taking you all on a journey to the south. Southern Ontario, that is. On Tuesday, September 3rd, a 25-year-old man by the name of Ramanpreet Singhas, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, was charged with 3 counts of possession of property obtained by crime, flight from police officers, dangerous operation of a motor vehicle, and obstructing a police officer. This guy stole a Ford Bronco and then decided for whatever reason that he was feeling a little thirsty. And where did this man stop in to get a nice refreshing beverage to hydrate himself? Well, none other than Tim Hortons. Everybody in Canada can tell you that when it comes to any occasion, road trips, family dinners, and even a walk in the park, the place to go is Tim Hortons. I can tell you this with 100% certainty because I work at Tim Hortons. I don't work at the location in today's story, but I have been working at my location for over 5 years now. So I have a good understanding of the demographic that we serve, and that is all demographics, because everybody consumes Timmies. I think the average Canadian adult has a 1-to-1 ratio of blood and double-double running through their veins. So it doesn't surprise me that people of all professions want to stop in for some of our hot bean water. Doctors, firefighters, hardened criminals, everybody stops in for Timmy's. I've got to be honest with you, I'm not sure what was going through this guy's head when he decided to stop in at Tim's for whatever menu item he was feeling like, but he really did not put that much thought into the outcome of this situation. Because I can tell you from personal daily experience that throughout most of the day, Tim Hortons is a busy establishment. Drive-through lines are a nightmare during the lunch rush, especially when people come through drive-through and order $50 worth of food. So you might be stuck waiting for some time. Now that's not guaranteed to happen, but it still does. So if you're going to steal a fancy car in a heavily populated city, I feel like the last place you should stop is any fast food drive-thru. But this man is not an intellect by any stretch of the imagination, so he probably did not think twice before he got into that drive-thru line. And something else I should point out, at Timmy's we serve a lot of emergency workers, and this isn't something that's new. It's been a standard across the board for decades now. Police love their coffee, and they usually keep it so simple. Like most police officers that regularly get coffee at my location always either get coffee straight up black, or maybe they add a milk to it. And that's how you know somebody really needs it for just the caffeine. They don't need to add a bunch of sugar, cream, or caramel. The bitterness fuels them. But I digress. Police are always lurking at Tim Hortons. I can't tell you how many times the police have been to our location. In fact, I remember a little over a month ago, we had somebody come through our drive-thru and they parked their car at the start of the drive-thru line, effectively blocking other people from getting in. This happened early in the afternoon, so the lunch rush was finished at this point. But we were still pretty steady in terms of customer flow. When drive-thru orders stopped coming in, we noticed that we still had a huge lineup in our parking lot. This lady was blocking the drive-thru for a good 20 minutes at least, which doesn't sound like a very long time, but in a fast-paced environment where the goal is to serve a customer within 30 seconds, this is a huge problem. The police were called very quickly and they showed up in literally 3 minutes. They came and told her that she had about 30 seconds to move her car before they towed her away and gave her a hefty whopper of a ticket. And this lady initially tried to argue with the officers. I actually watched this whole thing go down. I was pretty far away because I didn't want to interfere with anything, but I heard the lady being very condescending towards the officers. She even had a maniacal smile on her face while she was trying to weasel her way out of the situation. And the funny thing is, I don't even know why she decided to block the drive-thru. Her vehicle was not dead. It did not have any problems with it. She just wanted to start a problem for whatever reason. Or she could not decide what she wanted to order. Regardless, police officers do not mess around when it comes to their Timmies. So if you commit a crime, and for some reason you involve Tim Hortons in it, the police will find you, and they will stop you.
And he crawled out of the Bronco into the Tim Hortons location and tried to take off, but the police had come to the front door, so he ran back in, then got back into the Jeep. By the time he got back into the Jeep, police had pulled him out from the passenger side. He was tasered and then taken into custody. It was quite dramatic witness accounts about what happened here yesterday.
Dramatic is definitely the word to describe this entire situation. I can't even imagine how freaked out the workers at this restaurant must have been during this whole ordeal. and I'm glad nobody got hurt. Well, except for the car thief. He got tased and no doubt ragdolled by the police officers here. But I mean, he was driving over their cruisers, and in doing so could have easily crushed and hurt somebody. Or worse. So I think the police did a great job here given these circumstances. And everybody can rest easy, knowing that this car snatcher is off the streets. There's something about this story that just hits on a deeper level for me. Probably because it's so close to home. But this footage is absolutely wild. The effort this man went through to try to evade the police is jarring. He's riding a thin line of 0 to maximum. 0 being dumb enough to stop in for a beverage while he's committing a crime, and maximum being him damn near clearing those police cruisers with that Bronco. If he would have hit the gas a bit harder, I really think he would have caught air and easily drifted away. But instead, he's in handcuffs. And let that be a lesson to all of you hardened criminals out there. If you mess around, you're gonna find out, especially if you are holding up a Tim Hortons drive-thru line. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. Let me know what you think about the situation. And I'm curious, what's your guys' favorite item from Tim Hortons? Do y'all like coffee, cold drinks, bagels, donuts? I usually drink a small coffee with a cream and a sweetener. Our best donut? For me, it's the honey curler. No question. What about you? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to drop a like on the video if you haven't already. It means a ton. And if you haven't yet, be sure to click that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I upload new videos. Stay frosty, be good people, and I'll see you next time.